Head beer review. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm doing some laundry in the background, and I hope the microphone doesn't pick up much of the noise. But tonight we're dipping into the Christmas beers again. We're gonna be doing Santa's Private Reserve Ale from Rogue. I know it's an American red ale, and I'll read a little bit from the Rogue website. It says, Rogue's annual holiday offering, Santa's Private Reserve, is a variation of the classic Saint Rogue Red, but with double the hops, including Chinook and Centennial, and a mystery hop called Rudolph by head brewer John More Hops Mayer. And it's 6% alcohol. You have to do a little bit of searching to find that because there's literally no information on this other than reddish copper in color with a roasty malt flavor and a hoppy sprucey finish. And then of course the government warning. And then on the bombers it just lists all of the scientific shit like degrees Plato and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't actually list the ABV, so you gotta search for that. So it's not even listed on the website. But really excited about this one, so I'm gonna get into it. Sorry about that. I had to shut the dryer off. It was bothering me. But normal Rogue cap, like they always have, and it says dedicated to the Rogue and each of us. And it's something interesting about this one is that they usually have someone in the front standing in that revolutionary pose with their fist up. But this one, Santa is in a different position than he is on the bomber. Without that, he's just holding a mug. So for all you beer geeks out there, I just thought that was an interesting fact. But let's go ahead and get into the pour. Look at that. That has got a beautiful, almost just spilled that, beautiful color. I want to say dark red, verging on brown. Definitely looks like brown in some of the towards the top where the light's not getting through as much, but towards the bottom it's just got a nice copper color. About a finger and a half, like a creamy white head. No, bubbles are starting to get a little bit bigger and it's starting to dissipate some. So maybe not as creamy, but just beautiful red color. Just looks really good. Let's give it a smell. Really, initially all I'm getting is just hops. Kind of smells like an IPA almost. But further inspection reveals some nice biscuity malt coming through, and this smells a lot more balanced now. Yeah, it smells really good. I am getting a little bit of soap though. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten that in beers, but I've gotten it in a couple different ones before, and it's not very, it's pretty faint, but it's there. Oh well, still pretty interested. Cheers, guys. You can tell that it's definitely dry hopped because it, I think the hops are a lot more assertive than in the smell than they are in the taste. But initially, you are getting that you're getting that massive hop bitterness, but it finishes relatively sweet from the malt. But then there's a little bit of a bitter hop lingering on your tongue. Yeah, this one is very it's really interesting. It's just got a large variety of flavors going on in this one. It's really enjoyable. Yeah, that's really good. Alright, so sorry. This one, just to sum up though, it's got a great hoppy smell, and that I really like. But you can get some of that bready, biscuity hops, malt smell in there. And then in the flavor, you are getting the initial punch from the hop bitterness. Some good citrusy flavor. It's not over the top. It's not as much as a pale ale or an IPA even, but it definitely is a lot more aggressive than I would say most amber ales. And and it does finish with the biscuity and malt flavor, but the hops definitely steal the show in this one. They're definitely more assertive than the malt is, and it even, you definitely are even getting the hop flavor lingering on your tongue afterwards. But overall, this is a really good beer. I noticed that highly hopping. I mean, they've been doing this one for a while, but I know that highly hopping beers has become a trend. You know, I know they're doing it with barley wines, amber ales, stouts, all kinds of things. So, not that I'm complaining. I just noticed that within the past couple years. But this is a really good one. It's a really well balanced beer. I think this one costs about $2.25 for a single. The Bombers, like I said, was about $6 or $7, and then I guess a 6-pack would be a little over 10, maybe $12 or so. But definitely worth it. This is one of my favorite holiday ales. It's a really good amber ale, and it's definitely a welcome break from the winter warmers and some of the other the stouts and things like that that most other people are releasing during this time of year. So. Sanders Private Reserve from Rogue gets a. I'm gonna give it a B+. I'll give it an 89. It's really good. It's just I don't know. With amber ales, I like a little bit more malt assertion in the flavor. But overall, this is a really good, great balanced beer, and you guys should check it out if you get a chance. Until next time, cheers.